Hey, what's going on, everybody? Red76, and I wanted to give you a playthrough of Police Quest in Pursuit of the Death Angel. This is the very first Police Quest game, and I used to play this a long time ago. I haven't played it in quite a while, so I don't know, I kind of felt like doing a playthrough for it. And so this game came out in 1987. Your Sonny Bonds, or Officer Sonny Bonds, he works for the Lytton Police Department in California, so they use California codes. I'm going to read everything. I'll just to give you an idea of what kind of playthrough this is going to be, or walkthrough, whichever one you want to call it. Walkthrough, I think, is usually just straight to the point. I'll do the playthrough. I'll look at everything. I'll be specific on some stuff. I'll try not to make it too boring, and I'll explain things along the way as far as details. Okay. So if you have the Police Quest manual, which I do because I bought the game a long time ago, and I had the manual for like all 4 games, and then the 5th game was SWAT, and the 6th game was SWAT 2, and then the 7th SWAT 3, and so on. So I'll read a part out of the manual real quick, and like I said, I'll try to make it specific, but not too long and boring, and I'm not going to read everything out of this manual. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here you can read. It's pretty cool, actually, and it's got a lot of police procedure as far as the game goes, and tells you how to handle situations, so it's pretty neat, and that's what you would refer to if you were playing the game. But anyway, so to start out, Sonny's starting his shift. I guess it's maybe evening shift. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe mornings, but in the manual it says, "Welcome to the Lytton Police Department. The Lytton Police Department is responsible for protecting the people and property of this community. On entering the Lytton Police Department, the officer assumes a responsibility to his community and his country. The recruit must be worthy to serve by the side of those men who, throughout Lytton's history, have upheld the law and provided for a peaceful and welcome atmosphere. Each Lytton police officer has a variety of titles. Of primary importance are his duties as protector of the citizens of this community against unlawful activity, but the daily work and special tasks are also important, because it is the faithful, conscientious performance of day-to-day routine duties that determine the efficiency of this police force. Sincerely, Richard Whipplestick, Lytton Police Chief." So notice that it said that the recruit must be worthy to serve by the side of those men who, throughout Lytton's history, have upheld the law and provided for a peaceful and welcome atmosphere, alongside, by the side of those men. You notice that at this time there were women police officers, but not very many. The police departments throughout the nation, at least, I don't know about the world, but throughout America, it was just a man's workplace. It wasn't so much a woman's workplace, and women started getting into law enforcement really in the 80s. I think there were a few, maybe in the 70s. I don't know how many, but in the 80s especially, and a lot of officers. I don't want to say a lot. Some officers didn't like that, and because it was just a man's place. That's what it was known as. So they do have women officers on this game, and this is 1987. It's based out of California, so it's got California radio codes and penal codes and stuff, which have since changed, I'm sure, and the way that they handle things has changed. I mean, in here it says you can handcuff females in the front. That is a no-no. Everybody gets handcuffed in the back, anywhere. I mean, if people still handcuff people in the front, I don't know why they would do that, but that's too dangerous. It doesn't matter if they're a woman or not. But just seeing how they treated women differently back then, I mean, oh yeah, you can handcuff them in the front, it's okay. It's just, what if she killed somebody, you don't know. So they have, in the manual, they have all this stuff in here that shows you how to do things, how to handle police procedure, how to handle intoxicated drivers, felony arrests, all that. And then it's got a list of radio codes, vehicle codes, penal code, which are the charges, and how to play, and then your equipment and everything. So I'm not going to read all that. You can look up. I think you can look up the manual online and probably find it. And I think if you buy this game, which I did, I bought the game through GOG.com. It should come with a manual. It's like PDF form or something. But anyway, this is Daryl F. Gates' Police Quest collection, The Four Most Wanted. installation guide and manuals by Sierra. Sierra, I guess they're the publisher. I want to make sure. Let me check. I think and Activision now owns Sierra, or I don't even know if Sierra exists anymore. But let me see here. Police Quest, and this is just the introduction. I know I'm taking a minute to get started, so let's see. Sierra was either the developer or the publisher. They were the developer. Okay, Sierra Online was the developer, and this came out on MS-DOS. I mean, Windows didn't even exist at the time. And this is the EGA version. This is the very first version. Police Quest 1, In Pursuit of the Death Angel, EGA, and then they made a remake in '92, which was the VGA version. And EGA is Enhanced Graphics something. I can't remember. EGA, I'm going to look that up, actually. EGA is Enhanced Graphics Adapter, the second color display interface for the IBM PC, which debuted with the PC-AT in 1984. It was superseded by VGA 3 years later. EGA was a digital display system that required an RGB enhanced color display monitor. So pretty cool for its day. And then VGA was the big thing back then. That came out in '87. And if you've ever played any other Sierra games, it doesn't even have a mouse on this game here. If you played any other Sierra games like King's Quest and stuff, they were also set up like this by Sierra. And then around '87 or '88, it changed, and you have like the Police Quest 2 version of it, where it's better graphics and all that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to take too long on that. If you want to look that stuff up, you can on your own. But I'm going to show you how to demonstrate proper police procedure in this game. And the score, I'm at 0 of 245. Okay, so when I pause it like this, it stops the timer. And there are timers on some things, like getting debriefing on time and all that. I have passed, not superseded, but I have surpassed that score. I don't know if that's the correct word for it. But I've passed 245 on either this game, Police Quest 2, or the remake of 1. I was surprised that I did that. I did it years back, so I don't remember. I don't even remember what I did. Somehow I did it, though. Let me see here. I'm looking up something, sorry. Yeah, exceeded, greater than. I had to look up that word. I don't really use that very often, but yeah, surpassed. So I don't remember what I got, but I'll try to do that. I'm going to try to get you the highest score possible, okay? If you're one of those people that wants to play the game. So, excuse me. Without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to look, and while you're typing even, it's not paused like it is on the second game. Around the hallway is a keyboard, a table holding radio extenders, a photograph on the far wall, and a barred window to the evidence room. And we're going to speed it up because he's slow. I can't adjust the volume. I can only turn it on or off, but we will make him faster. Picture. This is the most recent photograph of Lytton's Chief of Police, Randolph Brown Nose Whipplestick. Appointed to the department only 10 years ago, old Bean rapidly manipulated his way to the top. Yeah. The table holds handheld radio extenders that work in conjunction with your police car radio when you are not near your patrol car. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if it'll let us. No, but we're in the locker room. This is the Lytton PD locker room. The Lytton PD locker room has 2 rows of full-size double-stacked lockers with a bench between them, 2 showers, and 3 toilet stalls. Okay, but that's not what I asked, but okay. Can you believe that Morris Fudley, every day he showers here because he's too cheap to shower at home? Huh. Hello, yeah. The game is very, I don't want to say primitive, but it's just very basic, you know. You are looking at the latest in locker room benches. Don't slide after sitting or you'll spend the evening plucking wood chips out of your tail. Let's see. Locker. One of these all-metal double-stacked lockers is assigned to you. Finding it is up to you. Does it have a name on it? No. But we'll just open the door. Okay. You store your personal gear in your locker. You see your weapon in your gun belt. There is a speed loader of ammunition on the shelf. Your briefcase rests on the bottom of the locker. When was the last time we saw cops with briefcases? I don't think police carry briefcases anymore. I mean, I haven't seen anybody carrying a briefcase hardly. That's how long ago this was, man. So it's 30 years ago, a little over. The keys to your Corvette are hanging on a hook. Your towel is neatly folded in the bottom of the locker. Your civilian clothes are hanging on a hanger. An old t-shirt and a pair of jeans hang here. So, we're getting ready to go to work, so you can either shower and then get dressed and go, or you can just go. I'm going to try the shower and then get dressed, and we'll see if I'm too late. It may not even let me. It's been so long since I played this. Regulations require a shower before changing. Okay. We already read that. Your Litton PD uniform is hanging neatly on a hanger. Okay. So we're gonna go take a shower. Boy, what a hangover I have. I should have left the blue room earlier last night. That's not good. Hey man, what are you staring at? I'm just gonna take a shower, dude. No, I'm just kidding. That would be gross. Spigot? Really? Ah, there's nothing like a nice hot shower. Shower is on. I think it's called a spigot. And then I didn't know what I was talking about. You look down and note a very clean blue tiled floor. Yeah, hopefully he's wearing shower slides. So you just hit F10 and it turns it off. That's cool. Ah, that feels good. All right. You have to hurry when you're typing because it doesn't pause. It kind of sucks. You have to be quick. Get, oh yeah, uniform. Get belt. The policeman's tool belt. Don't leave home without it. Get ammo. You take a speed loader with 6 rounds of .357 Magnum hollow point silver jacketed bullets. Get case. Your briefcase contains many items you'll need in the field. Notice that I'm kind of shortening some of the words because it understands what you're saying, which is really nice. Instead of having to spell out briefcase, you know, open locker door, it's just simple to say open door. Excuse me. So, look, your departmental issue double action .357 Magnum service revolver is made of fine blue steel and equipped with wooden grips. It can be a cop's best friend. Your handcuffs are stored in a pouch on the gun belt. Your handcuffs are made of case-hardened steel and make a sweet sound when you ratchet them down tightly. This briefcase is made of impact-resistant plastic and has the name Sonny engraved in the finest imitation gold. What else do we have? Ammo. I like to look at all your inventory just to see what it has on it. Sometimes, excuse me, damn, you'll find details and stuff on the items in your inventory. You know, there might be clues and stuff like that, so you have to really look. Your speed loader holds 6 rounds of ammunition for your service revolver. Okay, so close door. You can't just say close, you have to actually close the whole door. Say, Sonny, do you know how to tell the difference between an oral and rectal thermometer? By the taste. Well, see you later. I'm late for a date to raise my caffeine level. That's gross. But that's funny, though. All right, we may be late. Let's find out. No, we're good. The briefing room contains a single podium and 4 report writing tables. On the far wall are 8 pigeonholes. On the front wall, there is a blackboard. I think we're good. 1300, so it's... Ah, I was late. Damn. Oh, no, here you are for the 1300 briefing, and it's 3:15. Once again, you spent too much time goofing off. And I didn't save it. Thanks for playing Police Quest. Next time, don't make this mistake again. And you have to start all the way over. So, your best friend And I can't move around or anything. Your best friend on this game, on all of these games, is save your game. So, luckily we did not get very far. We'll restart. Press enter to restart the game. Press escape to continue this game. Well, I can't continue anymore. Okay. So it's gonna, yeah. So yeah, you have to really hurry. Door. There's no answer. Door. Are you sizing up my office or what? Sonny, are you going to be late for briefing again? Sonny, you know you don't belong in this office without an invitation. Get to work. So yeah. Sergeant Dooley, the old veteran, barks a lot, but rarely bites. Yeah, he's kind of a jerk. Bonds, Dooley growls, aren't you assigned enough work to do? Go on, get out of here. Okay, so we will leave. We are not wanted. And you can use the directional, like the diagonal directional arrows as I'm doing on the number pad right here. We already read that. I'm going to speed through this because we've already read everything. And you don't open the door. Why? There we go. Town. It's Control I. We're carrying nothing. Press a key to return to the game. Okay. I literally have nothing in this towel as far as inventory. Curious to do anything different? Okay. All right. Do you know the best thing about the shower, Sonny? It's free. Too bad you have to work, Sonny, says Fudley. I'm 10:10. It's beer time for me. You better get on your beat before Sergeant Dooley catches you blowing off department time. Damn it. Hey, man, what are you staring? Yeah, he's even on the remake in the shower all the time. Wait. The briefing... Did I read this already? The briefing room contains a single podium and 4 report writing tables. On the far wall are 8 pigeonholes. On the front wall there is a blackboard. Look. Podium. This is the pulpit from which Sergeant Dooley delivers his words of wisdom and inspiration to his troops. Listen and take careful notes during each briefing. So we got... On the far wall are 8 pigeonholes. On the front wall there is a blackboard. Yes. Look. Hole. Quit snooping around other officers' pigeonholes. But I got a score out of that, I think. Did I not? Got 5 out of it? F3. That's what you push to just keep typing the same thing. Quick type or whatever. You look in Steve's pigeonhole and see a stack of subpoenas. Oop, I hit the wrong button. You check your pigeonhole and find a handwritten message. Sonny, how's about a 1198 at Carol's Caffeine Castle later in the shift? Steve. Since you no longer need the message, you discard it. And we got a score for that. Your pigeonhole is empty. You look in Jack's pigeonhole and see a message that reads, I shot the last sucker that nosed around in my pigeonhole. Nice. And then we got these tables. There is a newspaper lying on the table. Okay. You pick up this morning's edition of the Lytton Tribune. The Lytton Tribune, dope in the city of Lytton, once a beautiful, peaceful, quiet city with few major crime problems, is now experiencing rapid growth and prosperity, but along with growth has come an alarming increase in the crime rate. That is, see dope page 2. Threatening the dope from page 1. Threatening the peace of Lytton's police sergeant. Threaten the peace of Lytton. Police Sergeant John Dooley states that dangerous drugs are showing up on the streets and in our schools. The homicide rate and prostitution are at a level the city has never seen. The Tribune has learned from, see dope page 3, dope from page 2, reliable source that a big-time drug dealer with a street name of Death Angel may be responsible for the drug traffic. LPD Officer of the Year nominees, Lytton PD Chief Whipplestick has nominated Sonny Bonds and Joe, see nominee, page 4, nominee from page 3. Joe Walters for LPD Officer of the Year award due to outstanding effort and commitment in crime prevention. Bonds and Walters. So actually, if I'm not mistaken, Bonds is on the right side and Walters is on the left. And then we start the new part of the Tribune. President Hickel, Smugsville, USA. President Hickel was in Smugsville yesterday evening observing the annual migration. See birds, page 2. Birds from page 1. Of the red-bellied swamp codlers, the president, who has been a bird lover since childhood, rates the mating dance of the codler as being as spectacular as the golden-crowned scumsucker. The president candidly admitted that he once skipped the, see birds, page 3, birds from page 2. Geneva Arms Convention to watch some old codlers mate. The president says a bill is presently before the Senate proclaiming National Codler Day. Escaped. Lytton City Jail reported the escape of a female prison inmate last night. See escape, page 4. Escaped from page 3. Flustered Flora Paxton flew the coop by hiding beneath a pile of soiled prison laundry in a hand-pushed basket. Kingdom of Daventry is now under siege by a renegade three-headed dragon. One unidentified gnome stated the kingdom is in a state of emergency. And the Kingdom of Daventry, as you know, if you played King's Quest, that is the kingdom. That's where the story is set. So this was around this. I think King's Quest 3 came out right before this, and then 4 was coming out in '88, I think, maybe, or '87. I can't remember. Exit. Go where? I don't know. Paper. Leave. My word. Put paper. There we go. It's just an everyday run-of-the-mill rosewood report writing table with 4 legs, 3 drawers, and 243 pieces of gum stuck underneath. Don't get any ideas, Sonny. Can you open the drawer? You open the drawer and observe various tools used in diagramming traffic collisions. Nothing here will aid you. Wow. And all of that. Sonny Bonds, please find your place. Briefing is about to begin. All of that is probably on the computers now. Hey, Sonny, that story in this morning's paper sure made you look good. I know. Thank you. I'm just kidding. Man, that aftershave lotion is getting to me, sweet thing. You have to run up to these guys. This is your assigned position for briefing. To catch them so you can talk. Did you hear the greasy spoon quit giving half-price meals? Yeah, well. Dooley sure has been putting on the pressure for ticket activity. Let me save it before I mess up anything. So I don't know if I can. We will find out. What's today's date? It's October 10th. So we'll just do 10, 10, 19. Can we do that? We can. Let's do this. And 10, 10, 19 is when we started. Press enter to try again. Press escape to cancel. Huh. For example, B or C. Can we just do red? Interesting. I was able to do this before, I think. We can do C. Ah, okay. Man, it takes me back to DOS. Use the arrow keys to select the slot in which you wish to save the game. Press enter to save in the slot. Escape to not save a game. Okay. So we'll take the top slot. How would you like to describe this save game? That's what I was trying to do originally. It's been a while since I played. But the save game is described as red 10, 10, 19. And file C, PQ, SG1. Press enter to continue. There we go. And there's Dooley. It's guys like you that make me want to retire. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Dooley yells, Sonny, find your desk. Nope. try to talk to everybody before they get to their place. I remember because you have to walk up to them in order to talk to them. Sergeant Don Dooley briefs the 1300 shift, beginning with the latest hot sheet of stolen rides. Welcome back, men, says Sergeant John Dooley. I hope you enjoyed the long weekend. Isn't there a lady right there on the left? On the far left. Now listen up, he barks. We're looking for a black 1983 Cadillac license number. I'm going to write this down. LOP 1238. And sometimes you have to kind of do this fast because some of these automatically change to the next text. Then CO3456, CO3456, 218. Reported stolen last week. Try hard to find it so I can get that Malcolm Washington character off my back for a change. I don't know who that is. Dooley continues, now hear this. Last night, 3 teenagers were arrested in 3 separate arrests, each for drunk driving. 2 of the 3 were in possession of cocaine, and all 3 attend Jefferson High School. That should tell you something, boys and girls. Now he mentions the girl. Well, that's it for today. Watch your butts, kids. We don't want old Chief Whipplestick whining about our industrial injury stats going up again. Sonny Bonds, your call number will be 8332. And that's it. That's the end of the briefing. Okay, so take notes. If you want to get into the game, I mean, and you want to get good score and all that, take some notes. It'll help you. And you can actually put notes in the game on your notebook. So I'm going to try to catch these guys real quick before they leave. I had 2 arrests last night. It's a shame both of them wanted to go the hard way. You keep wearing that aftershave lotion and I'm going to jump you. That's not sexual harassment at all. You're going to have to hump to catch me, boy. I wrote so many tickets while you were off duty. I worked down 2 pencils and ran a pen clear out of ink. Better write some tickets if you want to keep Dooley off your back. Yep. Let's check the pigeonhole again. I don't think there's anything in it. Your pigeonhole's empty, yeah. But I wanted to check. I'm just doing extra because there are ways to get score. It sure clears out quick around here. There's a way to get good score. Russ, the keeper of evidence, lockup says, howdy, Sonny. Haven't seen anything with your name on it come in lately. Probably won't let me. You imagine that Russ must feel like a prisoner inside the tiny evidence lockup. Is that what it says, lockup? Yeah. I've got zip guns, shotguns, rockets, and dope. Smack and crack, knives and coke. A little of this and a little of that. It's all locked up, and that's a fact. Nice. It's a good rhyme. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Another day, another dollar. Write some tickets, and Dooley won't holler. So he likes poems. Or rhyming. Does he say anything else? How do you do, officer? Welcome to the Lytton PD Pharmaceutical and Weaponry Lockup. I think that's it. So we'll get radio. You pick up a squelchy, noisy, but workable extender. Come on, you only need one. I tried getting it again. Look, keys. This keyboard holds the keys to the squad cars that are presently operable. Get key. You take the patrol car's keys from the keyboard. You can't drive 2 cars at once. I tried getting another one. There's a table against the far wall below a photograph. The 3 doorways lead to Lieutenant Morgan's office, to the outside, and to the narcotics office. A group photograph of the Lytton Superior Court justices hangs on the wall. Look, door. Nothing? Okay. Look, window. Damn, I cannot type. My keyboard is kind of in a weird angle. You try to look through the window, but you can't see in since the blinds are shut. Knock, window, maybe? There's no answer. Look, table. On the table is a basket marked N. This is where you submit your reports and memos. Next to the basket is a pad of blank memos. The basket is empty. This is today's edition of the Lytton Tribune. That's the paper I picked up in the briefing room. Look, memo. On the table you see a stack of blank office memos. Okay. There's no answer. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need to load our gun. I think it's F6, right? No? You just load gun. You rip out the speed loader and load your weapon. Notice the score is 22. Now it's 26. You have your weapon ready. Look, ammo. Is it the same? It's the same thing. Your departmental issue, double action 357 Magnum service revolver is made of fine blue steel and equipped with wooden grips. It is presently loaded with 6 shells. Your handcuffs are stored in a pouch on the gun belt. You open case. Open the briefcase. Your briefcase contains your pen, a notebook, and your official LPD ticket book. This is where you can actually take notes if you want to in the game. I just sit here and write them down, but you can do it. Get pen. This pen was a high school graduation gift. Nice. Get notes. You take the notebook from your briefcase. Get ticket book. Or ticket. No? Get book. Nice. There's nothing left of importance. Close case. Notes. Get note. There we go. So we can take a note. So we got LOP 1238. And then CO. I don't know if it's 0. It's probably 0. 0. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, 8. So we have it right there if we need to refer to notes. That's pretty cool that they did that. That's pretty neat. Look, ticket. Look, ticket book, I guess. Your ticket book, otherwise known as a pinch book, is made of genuine cowhide. It is a necessary tool for traffic enforcement. This pen was a gift from your mommy and daddy when you graduated from high school. Alright, now we're in the parking lot. I know it takes forever to get places because you got to type. The parking lot holds 3 patrol cars, an unmarked car, and a shiny clean Corvette. That's a sick looking vet. Look at that. This is your sports car. Your sports car. You can't really afford one, but it's your own. It's your one real luxury in life. Besides, you have few other financial obligations. When you're single, no wife, kids, or anything, or spouse, you can afford stuff like that. Somewhat. Look, sign. Read sign. Look. Building. Okay. Look, car. This is an unmarked vehicle used in undercover operations. It was confiscated in an earlier arrest. Nice. Your marked patrol car features a powerful V8 engine choked down with the very latest in smog devices and purchased from the lowest bidder. It is capable of attaining speeds of up to 87 or more miles per hour. What did it say? Very latest in smog devices. So can we open the door to this one? Because I've always gone to this car down here, so I'm curious. Open the door. You don't have the keys to this car. Ah, okay, cool. So actually... Nice. So what you want to do before you leave is check the vehicle, make sure there's no damage, make sure the tires are good. This side looks okay. You can just walk around it. I think this side looks okay. Having performed the prescribed walk-around safety check of your vehicle, you're now ready to hit the streets. Yeah. You don't need to double-check the car. Can you open the trunk? I mean trunk, sorry. Not truck. You don't need to open it. Fine. I won't. Open? There we go. Just hit F4, you can sit. You notice a nightstick and a holder on the driver's door panel. Get PR24. We'll just call it that. Not P424. Get PR24. Okay. Why do you always get the car that needs cleaning? That's funny. Look dashboard. See nothing special. Look ignition. It's not very specific. Ignition. Yeah. Look for. It holds you up, which in this case is not a felony. Nice. That's that's good. Look seat. All right. Look PR24. This is the night. This PR24 nightstick is a self-defense tool. It develops high levels of kinetic energy via centrifugal force. Special training and certification are required to use it. So you definitely want to take that out of the door. So you need to look, examine things, be observant, so that you don't miss something that you might need. And like I was saying, you want to save your game occasionally. Just keep it there. We should be good. You can always do an extra save just in case, but I think we're good. And start car. I don't even think we have to do that. Oh, okay. The Lytton Police Department is located here. You key your radio 8332-1020 at LPD headquarters. So we're showing that we're on. You just do Control D for dispatch. Oh God, forgot how to play. Okay. So we'll just start driving and just start patrolling. You are near the Lytton Courthouse and the City Jail. And I crashed! Nice job, crash. That's one way to get a vacation. So we'll restore real quick. I'm glad I saved it. We just hit F4, and you don't have to start the car. Oh my God. Man, forever since I've played. Freeway traffic passes over this sparsely industrialized area of Lytton. God, I almost did it again. So we got green lights we just passed through. This is a commercialized area of Lytton. Of course, if you don't yield to these guys driving, then they'll crash into you. I remember. You're outside the beautiful Hotel Delphoria. This is a quiet residential area of Lytton. We're in the top left corner of the map. In the manual, you have a map of the city. So you can kind of refer to that. It's got street names and everything. Dispatch squawks 8332. 8332 respond to 1183 southwest corner of Fig and 4th. You can read 8332. Dispatch 8332 is 1098 from the scene. I'm not meaning to be 1098, I don't think. Let me look at the radio codes here because they're different. These are California codes. But again, possibly have changed. I'm looking at the book. So earlier, 1098, Steve said in that memo, 1098 is meeting. What did they say? 1010. Okay, so Fudley, the guy in the shower, he said he's 1010. It's end of shift, off duty. And they said... what did they say? 1183, traffic collision, no details. So we don't have any details. We're going to the traffic collision. And then 1098 was like cleared from scene, available for call. I'm not cleared. I wasn't trying to clear. I wasn't trying to clear from the call. I was just saying, I was talking back to dispatch saying I'm on my way. But we'll go over there, hopefully. Traffic collision... what we can do, because you're going to an accident, it depends on the department regulations, but you can do code 3, which is F10. So there's no details. We don't know what's going on. We could do F10 or we could do F8, I think. Now we're speeding up a little bit.